Hello, 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 guys. Thanks so much for coming in. Happy Friday. Thanks, replay viewers, for watching tonight. And thank you, YouTube viewers, for watching as well. YouTube viewers, if you would like to join me live, feel free to download the Periscope app and search for Penguin and Fish. I am here every night at 9:30 p.m. Central. Thanks so much for coming in, guys. We are going to continue these itsy bitsy, teeny weeny little hexies. They are so small. It's block 36 of the Splendid Sampler. All right, guys, I'm gonna flip you around and we'll get going. Hey there, all. Hope you guys are doing okay this Friday. We have all the windows open. We are just trying to avoid the air conditioner. We are just trying to have the open windows, but I mean, I am just sweating. It is so warm in here. I'm hoping it just gets a little cooler now that it's evening, but I don't know. It's pretty warm. But all right, guys, we are going to continue the Inchy Hexagon Club by Jane Davidson. We're doing all these tiny little cute little hexagons for it's English paper piecing. We're English paper piecing little hexagons, and they're oftentimes called hexies. So that's what we're continuing tonight. We started last night, so if you want to watch last night's Periscope, it's still on Periscope here, but it's also on my YouTube channel, Penguin and Fish Movies. There you can watch us begin, and we're going to work on it more tonight. I got some more info from Jane. She wrote some posts on my YouTube thing when I posted it in the Splendid Sampler Facebook page, and I talked to my mom, and she's working on it too, and she had some great ideas too. So we're gonna play around with those tonight. So more hexies. Here we are from last night. They're so little. Like, look how small they are. Oh, you're freezing there in Australia. Hey, my brother's coming out there soon. I think Wednesday he flies out, so he'll take care of all the freezing for you. He'll turn all the freezing into some nice ski jumps and stuff. So, all right, guys, if you're new here, my name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make lots of lovely and quirky hand embroidery patterns and kits. I'm the author of Sew and Stitch Embroidery and a fabric designer as well. And that's actually what I did all day today. I was working on my new fabric collection, and I got some ink on the hands today, so my fingernails aren't falling off or anything. They're just full of ink. So I apologize for that up front. All right, let's get going. Let me know what you're working on. Oh, that's good. That's nice, Jenny. All right, I'm going to flip you around. Okay, I got a whole pile of stuff going here. So I went through a bunch of my scraps. This is my little scrap bin that I've been collecting all the stuff in, and I've organized them. This is one of the things that my mom did, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that too. So I kind of organized them a little bit in the flowers that I'm going to make. So this block is kind of made up of a bunch of different, like 6 different flowers, basically. So one in the middle, and then, you know, the six around the hexagon. Here we go. So you got your center one, and then the 6. So I'm going to kind of construct it all in similar colors. So I got this one. I think these are going to be all my centers, only because I've kind of done that already. I just kind of started, and I just picked whatever, and I kind of picked that for the center. So I'm just going to keep going with this for my center. I got all these kind of feel the same, and then I got a bunch of purples. I'm using all scraps. And then I have, along with this one that I'm already doing, I thought I'd throw in this white one that has some yellow flowers in. And then up here, just because I have the scraps, I thought I'd do kind of a white one and, I don't know, some bluey ones here. We'll see how it goes, but I thought I'd get that a little bit organized. Oh, you're doing all your French nut blueberries packs. Oh, that sounds like fun. I'm doing cherry tomatoes for mine instead of blueberries. Okay, so some of the things I learned today. This is a 3/8 inch hexie. This is what Jane Davidson, who's one of the who's the designer of this block, and she's one of the starters, one of the founders of the Splendid Sampler, she mentioned today that it's a 3-inch block, a 3/8 inch block, or hexie, and how hexies are measured is it's measured like one of the sides. So there we go. So it's a 3/8 inch block. So a 1-inch block. Oh, I keep saying block, but a 1-inch hexie. So this bottom is 3/8. A 1-inch hexie would be the bottom is a full inch. So it's actually not the diameter that's an 8, or that's the size. It's one side. You're going by the size of one side. So this is a 3/8 inch hexie. And she also mentioned that when we do the seam allowance, I was having trouble holding my fabric down last night. She said that if I use a 3/8 inch seam allowance, which is a little bit bigger than this 1/4 inch, then I'll have more to hold on to. So I'm going to do that tonight as well. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm going to, let's move this out of the way. I don't need him. I'm going to work with these fabrics here. You know what? I should really iron all these maybe, but I think we'll just do our best. All right, so I got my thread. I'm just going to put a bunch of thread on here. So my mom had a way to do a hexie and then sew it on right away, and then do another hexie and sew it on, all in one long piece of thread. And she said that process of not having to cut made it go a lot faster for her. Oh, you just got your last one done. Wow, congrats. That is awesome. Oops, sorry guys, I almost tipped you over. But here we go. So I'm getting a little longer thread than I did before, just because I'm going to try and keep going with it without cutting. So we'll see how that goes tonight. And Jane Davidson said to put a little dab of glue, kind of how we were doing these, to hold the fabric down. So we're going to try that again. Oh, you did an all-day. Yeah, I'm going to need an all-day sewing marathon to finish all these, I think. So we're going to try that again with the little dab of glue, but we're also going to try, my mom just put a pin in it, and she said that was enough to hold it really well. So I'm going to give that a try tonight as well. Let's start out with some of this white fabric, just because I don't have one of those on here yet. So I'm going to grab my little glue stick, and we'll dab a little bit on the back there. I'm gonna have to get more of these cut out tonight too, I think. We're gonna run out. We just have 3 more cut, and I'm hoping to go a little faster than last night. So, all right, now I'm gonna cut just a little bit bigger than the 1/4 inch seam allowance. I'm gonna do more like 3/8 inch seam allowance, just so we have more to hang on to. I think that's a good idea. I'm just going to roughly do this. Last night we did one that was just a square, so you can actually do just like a blob. You don't need a perfect hexagon shape all the way around, but it's nice. It keeps it clean. The seam allowances look a little nicer. This is the one that we did. Let's get up close. Oops. This is the one that was a square, so there's a lot of extra bulk, and then these are the ones that I did cut the hexagon seam allowance, so those are a little nicer looking. But all right, so here we are again. Okay, so I'm gonna fold over one edge, kind of get a little fold in there, and then I'm gonna hold that in place and then fold over the next edge. So we're getting a real nice fold, and both sides are right along the edge there. So I'm about like an 1/8 inch down, and I'm going to do, from right to left, I'm going to grab one side of that fold and then the other side of the fold. If you're left-handed, you can go left to right, instead of right to left. All right, and then I'm going to do one more of those stitches just to kind of hold it in place from right to left. Yeah, I think there's 42 of these little hexagons total, so I got a ways to go yet. All right, so that one's in place. Now I'm just going to rotate and fold over the next edge. And then we'll just jump over to that edge and go from right to left on that fold. And again, to hold it in place. It might storm any minute here, guys. So if you hear some loud thunder or something, that means we're about to have a sky open up here. It's teasing us like it's going to, but it hasn't yet. It's that kind of weird before the storm weather. All right, fold the next edge over. Yes, the calm before the storm. Oh, it's storming by you now? Yeah, it's that time of year around here, that's for sure. I'm undecided if I like thunderstorms. I like the rain, but I don't like when you get that crack, and it's that crack where you know it's not the real thunder, it's the like precursor to the thunder, and you don't know when that, it's the precursor to like the loudest boom, right? And I don't like that I never know when that super loud, house shaking boom is gonna happen when you hear that first crack. So I don't know, that freaks me out a little bit. I think I was afraid of thunderstorms when I was little, and I think that's kind of lingering a little bit, but I like the, nice. I do like the breeze, I do like the rain, but yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I'm scared of them too. I don't know, I like that it makes the garden happy. Oh yeah. Yeah, when I'm sleeping, I especially don't like hearing that crack when you just don't know that giant boom is coming. All right, so here's what my mom does. This is what I was saying a little earlier. When she is done with the hexie, she's not tying a knot and ending it. I think she's probably, let's just put one more stitch in there just to kind of secure it even more. She's going right away with her thread to attach the next one. So, like, let's go here and attach it. So I'm gonna give that a try. So I'm gonna kind of move. I ended right here, but I want to be up at this point, so I'm just gonna stick the needle in and have it come out at the point. That'll be my starting area. And I'm just gonna line up an edge here, and we'll go across. I think I was going the other direction last night, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter. The one thing I am doing is going straight across and then back on the other side and straight across. I am very near the Mall of America. Yes. I could probably ride my bike there if I really wanted to, but it's all highways. So, I mean, to drive there, it takes like, I don't know. If there's no traffic, which there's never no traffic, but if there's no traffic, then I could probably get there in 5 minutes. Went there once. Yeah, once is enough. I actually haven't been there in a few years. It's just a little overwhelming. Actually, you know what? That's not true. I had one of John's friends had a movie premiere there, and I went to that. But that was kind of in the evening when everything was kind of wrapping up there. All right, so I did the one side. I'm going to go right away to this other side. So I'm going to try and I'm going to go through the point of this one, and then I'm just going to come up. That's going to be my starting point. And then let's line up this edge. I'm going to fold this a hair and go into the point of this blue one. There we go. Let's see how that does. Okay. Pull that tight, so we got a good nice point. So you're not sewing the paper. Nope, I'm not sewing through the paper. I am only catching, I'm catching just literally like 2 little threads, 2 to 3 little threads of the fabric here. And you're doing real small stitches. Oh, you went to the Rainforest Cafe at the Mall of America. You know what? I'm not sure I've actually been to the Rainforest Cafe at the Mall of America. We went to the Mall of America in college a lot. I went to school here in Minneapolis, but man, I haven't gone for anything. Like, I haven't gone on purpose, really, except for that that movie premiere thing. I don't know. Maybe I should just go there sometime, just because. Don't bother. Just look out the window. Oh, they make it storm inside at the Rainforest Cafe. Oh man, I don't know. That sounds funny. Oops. Thunder and lightning. Oh my gosh. That's gotta be fun if you have kids and stuff, I suppose. Or fun if you don't too, I suppose. Alright, so this is my last stitch. I'm going through both the points again. I'm just going to go through again, just to sturdy it up there. Big kid here. That's awesome. Alright, so we got the next little guy on. So what my mom did, so this is what she's doing now. She's not cutting this. She's not cutting this and tying it into a knot. She is moving right on to the next Hexie, and then she's just going to let this dangle a little while she works on it. And then she's just going to attach it right away, and then, you know, that dangly part won't really matter. Do the basting stitches come out later? You can take them out, but really there's no reason. I mean, it's kind of like a why bother scenario. I would just leave them there. But, you know, if you want to get super fancy, if you take them out, they're perfectly fine if you take them out once they're done, but I wouldn't bother. And actually, you're not going to want to take out the side ones because we're going to applique this down to our block when we're finished. So you're going to want to keep the ones on the outer edge. All right, let's use up this tiny little piece here. See if we can do that. All right, I'm going to try this one. Ooh, this is like a really small seam allowance, though. Let's give it a try. All right, I'm going to try this one with a pin. So this is what my mom was doing. She is just to hold it there in place while she cuts it. She's just taking a pin and going in and out of that little hole, so she's not piercing the paper. She's just piercing the little fabric to kind of hold it in place there. And then she's roughly cutting her Hexie out. Let's get this guy out of the way. And then she's just leaving that in there. I don't know, I think I might like the glue a little bit better, but this will probably make it easy for us to pop it out afterwards. But let's give this a try. So again, just folding over the first edge, and I'm going to have to get that pin a little bit out of the way. So there we go. Folding over the first edge, folding over the second edge, getting our nice little point in there. So this is where she hasn't cut it from here yet. She's just going to let this dangle, and that's what we're trying to. So let's go from right to left. I know, I need a nice little applique pin. I don't have any of those. My mom bought some of those special for her applique blocks, and, you know, I could really maybe get some too. So I'm just going to let this dangle. I'm going to do a couple little loops in here. I'll probably do one extra. Usually I just do 2, but I have a knot there. This time I don't, so let's do one more. All right. Done there. Let's rotate. Fold this edge down. Alright. Get this guy out of the way. Oops, I spun him around there. All right. And go right to left again. Wow, I can't believe that some of you have these done already. That's pretty awesome. Sounds like it was probably a relaxing Thursday and Friday for you. Just relaxing, chilling, doing something, and or watching a show or something, or sitting outside and stitching hexies. My mom and dad are actually out in the Airstream this for the past couple days, so she's like, "This is the perfect Airstream project," and I think that is definitely the case. This is perfect. Just a small little project you can carry all these things with. Okay, I'm going to remove that pin now. It's kind of in my way, so now I'm just going to do the last couple edges. Oops. I just tried to do my nail polish right before I came on here, and that's not doing it well. You think the no paper way is faster? So are you talking about the circle, that circle way? See, my problem with the circle way, I mean, I'd love to give that way a try. It looks really interesting. Maybe we'll do one like that. Oh yeah, so with the circles in that video, that circle video that someone posted on the Facebook page, the problem with that for me is that I'd have to cut out all those circles. It's super easy. I'd like to give it a try for one of them at least. Oh, it was a total fail for you? Oh no! Well, for sure we'll have to try it then, just to see what it's all about. It was intriguing for sure. What size did you cut your circles out so that they were good? Oh, it came out a pentagon for you. That's kind of what I was wondering. Like, how do you keep your angles right when you do it? All right, so I'm all the way around. I'm going to do one extra stitching here again. Used 1 3/8, and that's the diameter of your circle. I gotta write that down. Pencil. All right. So I'll have to make one of those on the computer or something. So 1 3/8 circle. All right. Maybe I'm not going to be here tomorrow night, I don't think, but I'll get one ready. Oh, an old spool of thread. Okay, I think I have some of those by me. All right, so here we are. I'm still hanging on to this with my last piece of thread, and I finished going around this one. So now I'm just gonna put it down here and attach it. I'm gonna let this piece be, and we're gonna just attach it right here. So same thing. I'm gonna start. Just measure some. Yeah, okay. I will give that a try. When I saw that technique, I'm like, it was intriguing enough that I'm like, oh, I gotta give that a try for sure. But I wanted to do it this way too. All right, so we're just gonna sew these guys together again, like we've been doing. But I didn't have to tie off my thread and start a new thread and more knots and that sort of thing. So that's why this way potentially will go a little quicker, or it went quicker for my mom at least. You did both? Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I definitely want to give that a try. Maybe we'll see how far we get tonight. Maybe I'll just cut a circle out of one of these. I'll try and get it a similar size, but maybe we'll just cut out a circle and see how it goes. Because I would like to at least give it a try. Just seemed really interesting. All right, grabbing a few threads again. So one person said on the Facebook page that if you didn't want your stitches to be seen as much on the front, she said to make sure you're grabbing your threads a little bit from the back of the fabric So I suppose like that, and then down over here like that, I'm getting him kind of more off the back versus right across. So I suppose that would help. And get two more out of here. Here's our little funny loop, but we just need to move that out of the way. It's fine where it is. Okay, let's do one more. Oop, stuck on the edge there. There we go. Let's get this corner point. Where's the point there? Okay. There we go. And I'm going to just go around that point again just to kind of hold it even better. On the ends, I like going around twice. All right, so let's move right away into attaching it to the blue guy again. So we'll fold it down this way. Trying to line it up. There we go. Okay, get that loop out of the way. Let's go through the corners. All right, I'm going to go through the corner again. See that you got some pro tips today. Yeah, that was fun. Jane, I posted that my video was live on the Facebook page, and she must have watched it and had some comments. So that cleared up some stuff for me. So that was kind of awesome. I wasn't ever quite sure how these were measured because I've done the 1-inch Hexies before, just a couple. I hadn't made them into anything. I just kind of had a demo and gave them a try, and I couldn't figure out how they were 1 inch. So you're measuring one of the 6 sides, and that edge is how big it is. So if that edge is 1 inch, then it's a 1-inch Hexie. So these are 3/8 Hexies, and yeah, it was I think having that bigger seam allowance. She mentioned to try out a 3/8 seam allowance instead of 1/4 inch. I want to get a couple more threads than I am here. I'm just kind of getting one. I'd like at least 2. There we go. She said that would be easier to hold, and it for sure was. So that's pretty nice. And then Mom had all sorts of ideas too. I think she's done some paper piecing before. She must have, but yeah, those were some good ideas. All right, so I'm just putting another one in there. And I still haven't had to switch threads, which is awesome. So, okay, there's that one. And I only have one more left of these before I have to cut out some more, so we're going to have to do some of that tonight. Let's do another one of these little white ones, and we'll have used up this piece. I don't need any of these scraps. They can scooch out of the way. Okay, I think, you know what, I think I'm going to do it the glue way. Let's get on the wrong side of the fabric, though. Oh, right there looks like it'll work. So let's glue that guy down. All right, I need enough seam allowance, so let's make sure I'm getting that. All right. That's good enough. Little itty bitty Hexies. Scissors. Trying to avoid that fold in this fabric. There we go. That's not big enough anymore, I don't think, for one. So that's a real scrap. Okay, so I'm going to just let this, I have plenty of thread on here yet, so I'm going to just let this dangle again. Let's get that in focus. Oh, we don't want to be in focus. What size are my Kai scissors? I think they're the 9-inch. I think it's the 9-inch shears. Oh, if you want to know for sure, it's the 7230 is is what it's called, and it's the dressmaker's shears. Or the angled dressmaker's shears. I believe it's the 9-inch. It's either the 8 or the 9-inch. I think it's the 9-inch though. So, but just look for the 7230. And I actually I have a link to it on my YouTube page too. If you don't wanna look real hard. All right, so folding over the one edge and the other. Okay, so let's go through the right to left again. All right, I'm gonna let this just dangle again a little bit. Yeah, it's awesome. And you know what? They do have a sale on them every once in a while on Amazon, so I would watch for those because it's an expensive scissors. I mean, it's amazing and wonderful, and I love it so much. Everything cuts like butter, and it sounds pretty when it cuts, and it's light. It actually feels light and ergonomic. Like, it feels well balanced in your hand compared to a lot of the scissors that I use. Oops, let's go through this one more time. But it is a pretty expensive scissors. But they do have it on sale every once in a while. Like, it's like $100 scissors, but I've seen it on sale for like $60 on Amazon and stuff. So it does go on sale. But oh man, I think it may be my current favorite. Oh, there you go. It's a good treat. Yeah, that would be a great gift for yourself, for sure. Or a great gift to tell someone else to get you for a birthday or something. All right. Cruising around. You got all the Hexies, but need to buy some glue. All my glue sticks are dried out. Oh, that's a bummer. You can do it without the glue too. I mean, if you have them all cut out. Oh, you have all the paper pieces cut out, not all the fabric. You used to call it self-appreciation. That's awesome. I love that. But yeah, you don't really need the glue. I mean, you could do it with just a pin, or you could just actually hold it. You don't need to do anything. Holding it works just fine too. But yeah, I don't know. I'm doing the glue right now. Oh, you did a couple with the pin, but the glue's easier. Sounds like a good enough reason to me. All right, let's. Oh, we're on the last fold of this one. Oh, and I can't even finish this guy without cutting out more guys. Oh well, we'll get there. Oh, you just held it there, but your thumb got sore after a while. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the glue for a little while. It's kind of nice, and I don't think the glue is so strong that it'll be difficult to take the papers out. I think we'll be fine. Ah, there's my mom. I'm doing the whole dangle thing, so there's my dangling little flower. I'm almost done with my first flower, but I have to cut out more of my papers to finish it, so that's a bummer, but oh well. I don't feel like I'm getting the point really good on this one. But I think we can deal. Okay. Let's sew this guy on. Let's maybe get that point that I was doing weird. Let's maybe put that in the middle so I can kind of hide it. Fix it up. All right. Oh wait, I should probably go here just because that's where my thread kind of ended up. All right, we'll do that. You didn't punch holes, but that looks interesting. I punched the holes because then in theory you can pop out the paper a little easier. Oh, we're not really in focus, are we? Let's try that again. There we go. It's easier to pop out the papers with that hole in later versus digging into it with a needle or something like that. All right, let's go up to this point. Alter the papa. That's funny. All right. Oops. Go up here. I think I might be able to get one more hexie out of this. I don't know. I think this will be it for the thread. I'm gonna have to get more thread after this one. It's coming along though. We'll just keep cruising on these little hexies. After the hexies are attached on the sides, you can pop the paper and reuse it. Yeah, exactly. I am waiting, like I'll pop the middle one out maybe, but I'm gonna wait till the other ones are attached to the other hexies, because some of the side hexies will be attached to other flowers, and I want those attached before I pop out the paper. And actually, what my mom's doing, I'm going to do this too, I think. She's, you know how I'm letting this dangle? She's keeping on adding on, so she's just going to keep doing her wreath of flowers as she goes, and so she can keep using the one thread. She's not going to do each flower separately. She's just going to keep going all the way around, and I kind of like that idea. So I'm going to do that too. I like the idea that I'm just reusing this thread and I don't have to tie as many knots and stuff. The paper is working well. Oh, cool. So you're on the next. You're on the next flower and stuff now, probably, right? If you're working on it more. So that's cool. Oh man, you're finished with your third flower already. Holy cow, you got a ton done since I talked to my mom like, I don't know, not that long ago, and you just had one done, and now you have two more. I am using, yeah, it's basically cardstock. It's just a little heavier. It's probably not quite as heavy as cardstock. My mom used cardstock, and that's what is working good for her. This is just what I happen to have in the house. It's a little heavier than cardstock. So yeah, it's definitely easier. I got a knot here. Oops, let's not make that a bigger knot. You don't need to use cardstock, but it's helpful, I think. Okay, there we go. The reason, yeah, I leave the papers in, and the reason for leaving the papers in until you're ready, until they're surrounded, is because you still get that nice corner edge. Like, you get all these nice edges, and those are the edges that you need to sew the next ones up to it. Yeah, that's a good question. Mom, do you double your threads too? I don't really, other than, in my head. Oh, you do? Okay, in my head, it just makes things stronger. And it's nice to just be able to pull and have it like hooked on your needle like that for these little hand job, little deals, handwork things. I don't know. I guess I don't have a real good reason. Figure if one thread breaks, at least there's one other thread holding it on. I don't know. I do like to be able to pull it like this and have that still be attached. That's convenient. Oh, you do too? Oh, nice. Alright, so I'm going to go around here again. I think I have enough thread to... yeah, we're going to try doing one more here with this amount of thread. Oops. Getting caught on everything. Alright. We are almost done with our... Oh, wait, we got to really go around 3 edges, though. I might need more thread. Fine. We'll do thread. We'll do new thread. Let me tie a knot here. We need more paper, so I'll do more thread. We're looking kind of messy on the back here, but this is because we have all those little extra pieces of thread that I'm not going to have as many anymore because I'm just doing a longer piece of thread and connecting them as I go, letting my piece dangle and connecting them. It's kind of fun. I feel like it's going faster. So we'll do a few more tonight. It's getting late already, man. I feel like I haven't been on very long, but it's already 10 after 10, which is kind of crazy. I'm just going to tuck in my needle here. All right, let's trim that. Okay, here we are so far. I'd like to get another one on there. I'd like to do a few more tonight. All right, so I got to get back to... I'm really excited for it. It is really cute. Bitty bitty and fun. All right, here's I just had a scrap paper. That's why it has like all these colors on. It's just a scrap paper from my printer, but it's a sturdier paper. I kind of keep all my scraps so I can use them later. It was my test print to test the color on the printer. So I just ran it through the photocopier or whatever to get my hexagons on there. I didn't want to deal with cutting them all out last night, so I got to deal with it now, I suppose. So we'll do another batch of 6 here. But man, someone could come up with a way to be able to just cut these in strips or something and cut them real fast. Punch the holes first before I cut the sideways ones. Yep, that's what I'm going to do for sure. Someone mentioned that last night, and I thought that was an excellent idea. And you don't need to punch the holes. I just think it's a little easier to pop them out afterwards. I'd like to actually do that too. I would like to get the last one on this flower, and then we'll pop out that middle one. Then we can reuse that hexie in theory. I did glue that middle one, so it'll be a test on how well that glue works too. All right, I don't need this little end piece. And it's fun to punch holes. It sure is! All right. Yeah, it was hard to punch the holes with these tiny little pieces yesterday, so yeah. This is a million times easier. I gotta go this way, I can't hold it on anymore. All right, there we are, little holes in there. Now let's snip the rest of these away. They're so cute. Yeah, it'd be fun. I don't have a silhouette. That'd be awesome to have one of those where you can cut all these. Did you see on Facebook the person who had like a laser cutter who was laser cutting all of them? That was pretty awesome. All right, one more. Let's see. Do I want to do it this flowery one? I think I'm going to do, or I could do another one of these, which would be pretty too. I do have this one, which is all white. It would be fun to do one of these. I think I'm going to do one of these white ones again. All right, so we're done with that scrap. I know, well, I kind of want to, oh, this is almost like fussy cutted. I kind of want some of this yellow flower in here because that will go with the rest of my yellow. So I think we'll try and get that in. Let's flip that around. I'm going to do the little dab of glue again. I'm kind of liking the glue. Gotta say it, liking the glue. I wasn't all about the glue before. I want to get it on that yellow flower there. Oop. All right. Okay, let's trim him. See, listen to it. It's like the perfect sound. Cuts so well. I love the scissors. All right. Snip. Okay, we're done with this scrap too. And these scraps are big enough that I can, work on other projects with them yet. I do have that paper piece, the Goose on the Loose, yet. I'm still not done with that one. But that one I'm using all scraps as well, so I think I might be able to still use some of these smaller scraps. Goose on the Loose. Oops. And I barely have any of that dress done. That's my other paper piece. Or not, yeah, foundation paper piece. So this is English paper piecing. The handwork done where you fold over a paper like that, that's English paper piecing. The other paper piecing that we've been doing is foundation paper piecing, because you're sewing it onto a foundation of paper. I have not thought about the background at all. I might just, so when I'm done, I'm going to have this wreath of all these, right? I might just have that wreath and lay it on a bunch of my fabrics, and whichever one looks the best, I'll put it on there. Although I'm using a whole pile of my fabrics here, I'm wondering if I even have a fabric that I can have it touch without it touching all these other fabrics. I don't know. Oh, we flipped. All right, let's scooch you up again. There's my pile of crazy. And we'll go down. The only English paper piecing you've seen is Hexie's. There's more. You know what? I even have one. Let me just grab it quick. I can see it right here. It's a different paper piecing project that I have gone nowhere with, but here, I'll grab it. So this is here's my little project bin for it. This is all the farther I am, but this is all English paper piecing too. So for this one, it's little diamonds that are together. So you can kind of see here. Here's the ones that I've pulled out already. But yeah, so this is another English paper piecing. So same thing, just different shapes together. Yeah, it's so vintagey. It's out of old shirts. Mine and my husband's old shirts. I thought that'd be fun, but so this is as far as I got. You know, in my grand vision in my head, I have like a whole quilt that looks like this, but I've only gotten this far when I kind of decided that I'm not sure paper piecing is for me, and so that's why I'm kind of really liking this project here. So hopefully I can get better at the paper piecing and maybe pick up this project again. But here's like my project. I have everything in here that I need for it. I love keeping projects together. So, I do have a bunch of these finished already. Wow, so I could actually go in and make a bunch of these right now if I wanted to, it looks like. But I have like a little scissors in here, and here's my little garbage. This is for my garbage bin. Extra fabric to make more. So I'm all set to like travel with this. I have my thread and my needle even. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go to make more of these, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm feeling it. But I want to feel it because I love the idea of this still. I'm just, it's kind of hard on the hands, this paper piecing for me. But I'm giving it a chance again with this Hexie project that we're doing. I think the Hexies are actually a lot easier than these diamonds. But you know what? Maybe I'll throw one of these in here too. I think I have more of these. I'll throw one of these in here too. Then maybe it'll be easier. I don't have to hold on to the fabric as hard. I think maybe there's my solution. Maybe glue's my solution. That'd be awesome. I love the idea of keeping this by the door. I think I'm going to do that. I think that's a fantastic idea. I'm going to do that for sure. Because there is those sometimes that I just forget to bring a project with, and that's just so self-contained that it'd be kind of perfect. It'd be perfect just to leave in the car even. Yeah, that's why I kind of liked it. It's all our kind of old clothes and stuff, so I thought, oh, it'd be neat. It's made out of all, and then it feeds that part of me that just wants to make stuff out of nothing. So I love that it was made out of clothing. It wasn't made out of bought fabric or anything. It was made out of nothing, And I love that. Like, I so love that. So it's feeding that part of me, but man, I didn't know if I was down with this hand handwork here, but I don't know. I think maybe it's the glue holding it there. It's making it easier. It is easier to make hexies, I do have to say, than those diamonds, but I don't know. I think I'm going to give it another try after this. Because I am definitely feeling like I'm getting in the groove of this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking the glue, and the, you know, as you know, if you've been with me on the Splendid Sampler, like towards the beginning, I was freaking out about the glue a little bit. I hadn't used glue. It was kind of weird. You know, people do all this glue basting and all that. I mean, I haven't graduated to that yet, but I don't know. I'm opening up to it a little bit. We'll see how it works on this guy. So I think we're just gonna finish putting this one on, and we'll pop out that blue piece, my blue center piece, and then I think we'll call it an evening. And then tomorrow, guys, I'm not going to glue pasting bindings. Oh, jeez, yeah, I've never done that. That sounds like intense. I don't know. That sounds crazy. I'll have to give that a try maybe sometime. But tomorrow night, I'm not going to be here. My husband and I are going to a summer concert, so we'll be there. But maybe I'll do a little scope from there at 9:30, or you know, while it's going on. That might be kind of fun. No more pins or clips, so that's cool. I don't know if I actually use pins and clips for the binding though. I do that where you sew on the one side and then you flip it over. I just keep flipping it over. I don't think I use pins. I've tried though. I mean, that would work great for like a bias strip one where I'm folding over both edges at once and stuff. I don't know. I've only done that once though too. I'm not sure. Oh, clips when you hand sew. Yeah, I suppose that'd be helpful for sure. I don't know. I've definitely, like I said, not graduated to doing that quite yet. All right, I'm gonna put this out right at that corner right away here to get going. So this time we're going around 3 edges, right? Because this is our last little guy, so we're gonna go around all 3 of these. Krista Watson has a video, or Chrissy, or oh, what's her name from Purple Daisies. All right, let's start here. Get these little threads out of my way. So I have another long piece of thread here, and I'm going to just leave this on. I'm going to start my next flower right on this flower right away by letting this dangle. And I'm not going to do it all separate flowers. I'm going to just do the wreath as I go. I'll have to keep referring back to the design just to make sure that I'm doing it right. But that's okay. I can do that. So Sunday is a new block already. I will definitely not be any farther with this. So Saturday, like I said, I'll be at that concert. I think I'll try and Periscope from there though, just to kind of, you know, show you guys. It's that one I'm not sure will be recorded on YouTube because I won't have my setup that I have here, but we'll see. We'll do a little recording from there, and then Sunday, day after, is new block day. I'm guessing there aren't any sneak peeks out quite yet. I'm going to go in the corner here again. We'll go in the corner twice here. So I'll be back for the new block for sure. Oh, that's a perfect idea. Prep this and bring it along to a wedding. That sounds meant to be. I gotta say, this would make like the best little travel thing. Yeah, and then, you know, like I got this little bin here for this, you know, put together a little thing like there. Make sure you have your scissors, a little scissors in there, your thread, you know, extra little fabrics, all your hexies cut out. And I always love an extra little baggie to put your trash in when you're, you know, crafting on location. Because just like those little extra little pieces that you forget, or little tiny bits of thread, you don't want to just be throwing those anywhere. So it's always nice to have that little baggie. Everything's self-contained then. I'm excited about this. We'll have one of these flowers done by the end of the night. Oh, BFF for coffee and embroidery. That sounds like a lovely Saturday morning. That sounds awesome, Janelle. That sounds just perfect. I had coffee and grocery shopping this morning. John and I walked. It's a little ways to the grocery store. It has the best coffee there. It's a local coffee maker who sells like beans and that sort of thing. It's Peace Coffee is the name of it. They sell to different places in town, but they have their headquarters at this grocery store, and or I don't know if it's their headquarters. I think it's something like that. All right, I'm doing the third side now. But they make, like, they're my favorite lattes in town right now. And I don't have, like, lattes very often, but I know a good latte and, you know, one that is just a straight up good latte, you know? So we walked over there. It was a nice long walk. Had awesome, amazing coffees, and then got groceries and walked back. So we got our walk in. Oh, but it was so cute. We sat down to have coffee outside, and we were going to sit by. They had like this nice big, you know, huge planter with these plants, and we were sitting on there, and then we saw a sign that said, "Don't disturb the duck and her babies," or the duck and her eggs. And I'm like, what? And so we peeked at the, I looked at the plant a little more, and like camouflaged in there was a sleeping mama duck, which I presume, you know, with eggs underneath her. And we're like, oh my gosh, so we moved over a seat, but it was so cute. And you know, the grocery store had put up this little sign so that people don't bother them. It was adorable. And the mama duck was just laying there sleeping. And by the time we left, I think it was awake, but it was kind of like trying to be hidden, but we could see her eyeballing us a little bit. Didn't see any eggs or anything, but it was so cute. Just in the planter. Moved into the planter at the entryway of the grocery store. It's kind of fun. Alright, I'm just going to jump to this last stitch. I'm going to go around this corner a couple times. But yeah, that is some tasty coffee at that place. A real latte. Okay, so I'm not going to tie a knot. I'm going to let all this be, and I'm going to just continue off of this thread here next time I work on this. But there we go! Oh, it's so cute! Yeah, there I had that last yellow flower there. Aww, I like him. It's so nice. So let's pop out that guy in the middle right now. So I'm going to get a little sturdier pin. I got my little, see, here we go. I got my T-pin with my little Nintendo Wii strap. That's where this originated. This is so I don't fling it across the room, which I have done before. So let's just, here's where that hole comes into play. So I'm just gonna try and go in here and use that hole to help pop it out. And there. Then we can just pull it right out of there. And this is usable again. It's bent a little bit because we kept bending it to sew these other bits on, but that's a perfectly legitimate, usable Hexie again. So I'm going to just put it in my good to go Hexies here. I glued this down and it popped out real easy. So the glue, this just like, you know, a normal little, you know, school glue stick worked perfectly. So that's going on my Hexies. I have one more Hexie that's good. And there, now this is soft again, like fabric, while everything around it is the stiff paper still. And it's completely surrounded, so we were okay taking it out. All the rest of them, I'll probably wait till I got all of them done on here, but the centers we'll be able to take out. And there we go, that's our little block. I love him so much. I'm excited to do all the other colors now. I just want to, because I'm not making all of these separately, I have to decide what's next. So I don't know, I'm going to have to decide what I want this flower next to. You know what I mean? So that'll be kind of a decision that we'll have to make soon. I think I am going to save, you know, I'm going to be setting this aside now, but I think I'm going to save my scraps. I'm going to set aside these scraps so they go with this project. But yay, one done. Do a dark one next. Yeah, I think I might do that. Or maybe what I might do is I could go like light, dark, light, dark, light, dark all the way around, or I could maybe do, you know, all the lights and then they're going to the dark. So it's like dark, darker, light, light, lighter, 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 light, light, lightest. That might be kind of fun too. So I'll have to think about that. I'll just kind of rearrange these around until it's something that I like maybe. We'll do it that way. All right, I'm going to flip you guys around. Hey there, so here it is. This is how big it is. It could be a cute earring. Like a 70s earring. But yeah, there. Teeny tiny. It's so cute. Here's the back. So it has all my little basting stitches on. They can just stay there. No reason to take those out. But yay! I like it. I'm excited to do more. I wish I was working on it tomorrow, but I'll be at the show, which will be fun too. But all right, guys, I will get this up on YouTube. It should be up there tomorrow morning. It's at Penguin and Fish Movies on YouTube, and I'll post it in the Facebook page as well if you want to rewatch this or if you missed the beginning. But all right, thanks so much for coming in. You guys are the best. I love chit-chatting with you every night, and I will pop in tomorrow for the show, and then we will be back here for New Block Sunday. That'll be, man, that just comes up so fast. The Thursday to the Sunday ones are just so speedy. So I don't know. We'll see what's in store on Sunday. So all right, guys. Oh yeah, back to the blueberries packs. Nice. All right, see you tomorrow. Good night.